Blam! Alright, I am back on YouTube. And then we hit the start all and Twitch. Yes, Kick. Yes, we are now streaming on 3 different platforms. If you want to talk at me while I'm working, I usually keep the Twitch screen up. I don't bother checking in with Kick or YouTube. Really, YouTube is the main one that I stream to, like the first one, that I set up to stream to with OBS. Then I go ahead and just minimize my OBS like that. And now I am looking at my Twitch screen on the right-hand side of my primary monitor. On the left-hand side, I have ChatGPT in case I use it for like brainstorming, because I do use it as a writing tool. If you have an issue with that, suck it. And then Krita, this is my screen that I share. So I have a drawing tablet that I use, that I work on. And this would also be where I do gaming, if I'm doing gaming with a little tiny image of myself. Unless I'm gaming on the PlayStation, then I'm only going to be on Twitch, and I really need to get a camera for that. Maybe I'll splurge, or I'll sell some of my old electronics so I can buy a camera. Especially considering all of the old gaming electronics that I was planning on keeping forever got stolen by my fucking addict cousin. So I don't have any of that shit anymore, because he was sneaking out of my house and using it to buy fucking booze, as opposed to just asking me, which I probably would have bought him fucking booze had he just fucking asked. But no, he stole from me instead. Yeah. So, lettering. That's what I want to work on today. I don't even need the glove or anything. I'll be using the mouse. So yeah. Oh, that's Word. Let's go ahead and minimize that. Minimize that. And what I really want is just what I already have. I wish I could just like drag and drop and pop that in. Unfortunately, I don't have the layer with that information on it anymore. I kind of fucked up. You know what? It might exist. It might just exist. You know what? Let's see if I can't find it, so I don't have to actually do anything too complicated. Actually, I take that back. Yeah. So that's the back cover. Does the back cover have the information? It might have the information on it. By Jack Waltz. Oh, look at that. The Lonely Isle. Drowning. Okay, so I do have all of those. I can copy all that. If I hit copy layer and go back to no. Yes. And then paste layer. Do I get all 3 of them? I do get all 3 of them. Oh shit. So now I can drag all 3 at once. And bam. Put that in over the image and work on the spacing a little bit. Make sure it looks centered. Ruby. Okay. Now, color dodge. That's interesting. What if I change that back to normal? Okay. So I've got light blue lines going around the title treatments. I know there's got to be a trick where I can like select an entire layer. What do I do this and that? No. So Friday night for Valentine's Day, I don't know if I'm going to see my wife tonight. She might be spending the night with her toxic ass, flaky, flute broad friend. Which is fine. If that's what she chooses to do with her time. If she wants to go ahead and spend Valentine's Day this year with, a close personal friend who brings chaos to her life and drops the ball and all that fun stuff. Let's see. No. Straight. Damn. Too much. And I no longer have the G selected. So now what I'm doing right now is adding a gradient to drowning to like illuminate it, light it up from below, because that way it'll pop more with the blue background to make it more visible so you can actually read the title from the thumbnail. Now the Lonely Isle, and I know there's got to be a trick where I can just select the layer somehow, and I'm being too lazy. I can just go into ChatGPT, because you can use ChatGPT for other shit other than generative writing, and just have it. Sorry if I keep harping on that, but I belong to writers groups, and there's this huge debate about like ChatGPT, no ChatGPT, and you got these purists who are just insistent on you never ever use it. How dare you use it? Like this whole crowd that assumes art has to be pain. Like I've lived the pain already. I've lived the pain of writing a book and not having the money to afford a fucking editor. That's some of the pain I've lived through in my life. Now, do I want this illuminated from below also, or do I want to do something different with it and illuminate it from above? I want to play with that, see how that looks. I'm going to keep that all on one layer, too, just for the hell of it. Control-Shift-A to deselect it, drowning the Lonely Isle. Kind of like that. Because then the luminescence is coming from her, and I got this whole other layer. It's just a white gradient there, so that kind of... We'll see if I even end up using that. Now, I didn't do my name with the light up gradient effect before. I just want to check it out, see how that looks. Do that little bam. That's too much. It's a light little touch, just a little touch. Shift A. Yeah, fuck it. All right. Paste layer. Bam! All right, giving me 3 more copies of that. So I can take this one. Just by Jack Waltz. All right. Take that, and we are going to transform. Bam! All right. What's with that weird black text? Where the fuck did that come from? What the? I mean, I don't need to freak out about it right now because giggity. Okay. Vector 2, Lonely Isle. I'm guessing this is the Lonely Isle. Might not be the Lonely Isle. Might be something else. It's the Lonely Isle. Alright. Transform. And then we hit rotate 90 degrees clockwise. Alright. Zoom in on that shit. Shift, shrink that down. Let's see, let's get rid of that layer. Okay, the Y is coming over the bend a little bit, which means the whole thing has to be a little bit smaller still. Okay. And that's the problem. You make the book too thin, you got to make the title smaller on the side. So that works. And then we got, okay, hit enter to lock that in, and then vector layer 1, which is drowning. We want to go ahead and that vector layer 1. Still got color dodge. We're going to put that one back to normal too. Select it. Move that down here. Center it there. Rotate it slightly. Ooh, 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 ooh. Do I want to do some kind of color treatment for this? Do I want to add the same like white effect I did for the rest of the letters, that lightning? It's just so subtle. Like, I'm looking at this with a white and I almost want to do it over again. But then I put this back on and it becomes more obvious. And I didn't do that for the print. Oh, and then I want the number 1. That's the other thing. That's the only other vector layer that I want. So let's go ahead and just add that one manual, like that right here. Placeholder text. Placeholder text. Letter number 1. Save. size 14. Save. No. Let's go 16. Nah. Let's crank that all the way up to an 18 there. Bam. 24. Bam. Alright, and now the style. We got Sego UI. Fuck that. Bookman. It feels a little better. What if we went with, make it bold? Bam. Oh, I like it fat. I like a fat number 1. Book Antica. Fancy. It's got Antica in it. It's just so dignified. Let's make that bold. Yeah. Do we want to go bold italic? So it's like a fat Italian. No. I don't like the italic. I'm just saying I don't like the italic. Call me a racist. I don't give a shit. Alright. Bam. No. Bam. No. Bam. And bam. And then bam. It's a lot of bams. Center that. Put it like, yeah. Like, yeah. 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 And then my name. This layer, let's go ahead and lower that a little bit. Like so. And like however I have this set up, like I'm gonna have to make sure I do the next cover and like use this as reference to make sure that all the side stuff looks the same, so that the names aren't going like different levels and shit. So it says by Jack Woltz like across all 3. Yeah, okay, this works. Now, one of my issues is my back cover doesn't look busy enough, like in the slightest bit. So, I don't know. I'm kind of thinking, like, do I want to do an image of the island on the back cover? Feels like extra work for no good reason. No likes given. Just the same comment as earlier, or is this a new comment for this? That's from this morning. Okay. So that's my lettering, but now, yeah, I'm looking at this back. Like, this is pretty boring. It's pretty boring. So I think what I want to play with right now, I could do my color layers. Start adding those. Just to get an idea as far as coloration, because I'm really thinking I want to, before I get into too much detail, I can do the inverse of what I did last time, where I did hair last. This time I think I want to do hair first, and then use that as a key guide for how my shading is going to look. But I think I want to start with some paint. And this is going to be tricky, just to keep it all organized. color tail. Bam. With a bright steel blue. And then try and pick the right brush. Just gonna paint, or do I want to use? Let's see what Move Studio has. Okay, Move Studio is a bunch of squares and shapes and textures, stamps. Nope. Ink. New tone. Huh. Definitely do something with this. What's this one called? Crosshatcher. Oh, interesting. New tone burst. Diamond cute. So right away I'm noticing I get a lot of lag with that. It could just be my computer. I need to move some stuff file wise. It doesn't give me the same issues. Okay. I think this is something to use as a secondary thing though. I really want to play around with layers. And I'm debating if I want to use paint layers. Now part of me is thinking like I want to make this dark enough to where her tail and her features are kind of vanishing in shadow, but at the same time, if I omit that, I feel like I'm omitting a lot of data. Okay. Okay, tone is cute and all, but that's just not going to work. Let's go to paint. Paint might not work because all these brushes look like they're trying too hard to be actual brushes. Let's go with something simple. What I would ordinarily use. 16 pixels. It feels like it's trying too hard to be an actual paintbrush. I'm just playing around at this point. I have never done any serious painting. With with this software before, so it's be a good experience for me to learn. I actually want to do the tail. So I don't know what's going on with this. This should be, God, it's like the pen just changed features, which is annoying as shit. I don't know how long I'm going to be able to do this. I got a tension headache that's kind of fighting me right now. Just all this time sitting at the desk. Put the size down. That's right. And try to lock that in. fuck? I don't want any of that. I don't know what any of this does. I could definitely use a tutorial on how to use Krita. That's for sure. Okay, that's not it. Warp. Lou, no, don't start. Lula, don't start. Keep sounding bark, but god damn it, bitch. Shut up. Add a layer. Call this one body. Color. Body. Skin. I mean, I could just call it body. But torso. It's a better name for it. Let's take off the visibility on that. And just, yeah. Let's do our body tone. What do we want? Peach. Straw. Unbleached silk. I think unbleached silk is what I used originally, and I fucking hate this brush. Yeah, no, fuck that shit. Trying too hard to be a real goddamn brush. Let's go to digital. Yeah, nice, even. All right. I knew when I started this I was going to spend too much time working on the boobs. Sorry, drool. No. Nice round. It's been forever since I actually did some honest to God, like digital paint. So maybe it's time I got back into it. The only thing I was trying to get into when I went and made myself fucking broke and poor and fucked up my mental health and my marriage and everything else was stupid fucking college. Boom. I was just doing this. Just to paint some boobies. That's all I wanted to do. That's all I wanted to do. Alright. Color. Face. Skin. Bam. And disappear that layer. Got Huntrix stuck in my head right now. Other songs. I like the first one, how it's done, and then the last one that they do. You know, the one that's the song they couldn't write. Like, love that jam. Gives me goosebumps. This is what it sounds like that whole thing. Yeah. I'll be playing some music right now, but then that gets my streams muted. And the audio gets completely cut whenever I do that. I don't know, part of me wants to get in a writing session and work on the chapter that I started this morning, like keep fleshing out that outline, and a whole other part of me wants to just fuck around with some animation. I like fucking around with animation, like on Saturdays. I don't show my animation because I only do, like, you know, horrible, dirty stuff, but see, upper arm, yeah, color, upper arm, skin. I don't need, excuse me, don't need to get rid of the face for that because it's far enough away. I want to be precise in some areas and less so in others. So that's the back of the arm. Fill that in. I don't have to worry about the forearm area, but everywhere else I want it to be nice and tight. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to want to paint all these layers separate and build up on them and build all the shadow and definition. And then when it's done, go in and blur all those layers so that I actually get like the real visual effect. And I'm probably going to paint them up, copy them off, and then try to blur on one of the copies. And if I don't like the blur, fuck it, I'm not going to go with it. But it feels like a pity not to at least try. I'm probably going to keep it simple and just go with the digital pen tools since I'm liking this one so much. Alright, and then from that on and that on. Okay. And our forearm is dark ochre. That's avocado, Amazon, bottle green, forest green, Cal Poly Pomona. Yo! What's up, Khaleds? Thanks. Alright. Yeah, I kind of started streaming because it's like that atmosphere of working in a coffee shop without actually having to leave the house or having to buy coffee. Let's see. Go with some color. Forearm? Let's call it forearm. Let's do the forearm and then the hand. Novelist, actually. I'm having to redesign the cover of a novel that I just released because I keep getting flagged by AI whenever I try to post a promotion for it. So, like, here's the actual book. And cool little mermaid tail on the back. Can't really see it all that well, but it's a little too awesome. That's so. English novels. By that, do you mean like the classics? Are we talking like Oscar Wilde and shit, or are we talking just like modern novels in English? Yeah, yeah. Can lower that. This is the original layout. And yeah, AI flags this because it's got too much flesh tone on it, and you can see the backs, and the embrace is too intimate, and so I'm having a hard time promoting it on social media, which sucks. That's fair. I wish I could forget everything I studied in college. Boom. So I'm trying something new, and really this is the original concept that I had, but I thought this was going to be too difficult to do. But since I did the first one, I got reacquainted with doing digital art. My degree is in game design and animation, so I actually went to college to do stuff like this. And character design and world building is like a heavy emphasis of mine, but the job market sucks. So I got it in my head to make, from what I hear, I mean, it's a romantasy, so it has to be either happily ever after or happy for now. And I think it is. I've gotten 3 positive reviews so far. And, you know, and no other reviews. My wife absolutely loves it. She read it and said, like, the last third of the novel made her chest tight. And then, like, at one point, she was actually crying. But, like, good tears. So it's good. It's got one hell of a twist to it. I'm a student of the classics. I prefer the humanities. I'd rather be doing like epic hero journey type stuff. I'm all into classic literature, humanities, mythology. So yeah, me too. That'd be nice. It feels like I'm going to have to sell the rights to Amazon Prime or Netflix to make a series out of it first. But, yeah, so redesigning the cover right now, and then if you catch some of my other streams, like the one that I did this morning, I'm working on the sequel to it. So apparently, if you want to make money as an author, releasing one book isn't enough. You have to release a whole series. And I've started over a dozen books in my life. This is only the second one that I've ever published, and this is the only one that I've ever published a physical copy of. And I intentionally kept it simple. I limited my cast, so it's mostly just these two characters on a deserted island. And went with a novella, because a novella is short. So this is about 44,000 words, I want to say. So it's a good weekend read. I specifically designed it to be something you could take with you as you're going on vacation. And so now I'm trying to... The news story is expanding too much. Like on the news story, I've already written 44,000 words at least. So it's already as thick as this, and I feel like I'm still in the first third of the story. Like I'm trying to get a close on the setup before I move into like the climactic action of it. Let's see. What am I at? Color. That's all I called it was color. No, color. Color for arm skin. Bam. Here, I don't have to be nice and neat about it, because I kind of see, well, it's one part Little Mermaid and one part Beauty and the Beast, and it's a story that I've had in mind for a while. But then chapter by chapter, I draw inspiration from different things. Like the second chapter of the book, I'm pulling directly from Robinson Crusoe. And then there's another chapter where I'm like, this is my Moby Dick chapter, because I made it so long. And, yeah. It's kind of my own take on blending influences. I feel like this hand isn't drawn all that well. Like the meat down here should be expanded out a little bit. Okay, I'm going to get rid of that. So what I'm doing right now is I'm painting in these sections, and I'm thinking I want to play around and try something different with this, where I'm actually using blur. So painting all these layers separately, building up the values with it between the gradient shadow and the specular highlights, and then when that's all said and done, applying a blur technique to it so I can have like the hand that's closer a little like out of focus. And then the tail too, and like soften these things up so like the face is really sharp and detailed. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. Color, hand, skin. Bam. Alright. See, let's do thumb joint, and then, I don't know, I think I want to bring this back a little bit. And the method that I'm planning on using is painting. Like the other one I did more stylized, I use more line work. With this, I actually want to try painting in all my values without doing like the black manga sort of pen strokes. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I just really feel like it's a great opportunity for me to practice my digital paint skills and go with a cover that looks a little bit closer to your standard romance, like old school sort of barbarian stuff. sorry to disappoint. I mean, we can talk art if you want to. How do you feel about sconces? Personally, I like saying it. Sconce. All right. I'm going with an avocado green, even though I describe her color in the book as being more ochre. Sconce. Sconce, sconce, sconce. Do I want to do the nails now, or do I want us to do them later? Let's do another layer. Now, I know there's got to be a way to divide this stuff up, so I can take all these layers and put this... See, I accidentally just put in sconce. Damn it. Got me thinking sconces now. There we go, color. So what are you then? German, French, Swedish, Japanese, Habanese. Colors, that's what I'm doing. Do I want black? Chestnut. What is that chestnut? No, that's black. 0. Gray? No. Raspberry black. Oh. It is 6:42 p.m. where I'm at. Huh. I suppose. Okay. Oh, okay. I was going to say that next. I swear. Is that too long? I want to trim that down a little bit. Yeah, like a monster hand. Boom. Best viewers on Streamboo. Yeah, I should really block Streamboo. Ear fins. Let's do the ear fins next. Color, ear, fins. Blam. What did I do on the original? I think I did purple, magenta, cirrus, deep pink. I think I did deep pink. And then I never discussed that color in the book. I kind of feel like I want to move this layer down below the face though. Bam. Now, I don't have to stress going over the face. Painting over the face, I should say. Okay. So that's the basics of all the body parts. So I got to do all the details of the face and start painting in shadows and all that fun stuff. But the hair, the freaking hair, that's the part that's going to be labor. Yeah, her hair is going to be all over the place. So, let's see. Nails, skin, forearm, face, ear fins, definitely over the body. Yeah, okay. Color, hair, face. This is where it's going to get a little tricky. Hairstyle. Alright, I want to do stroke. Color of these strokes. I could do a gradient. Do I want to do a gradient? Still color. It's simple for now. Okay. Oh, yeah. So 3 pixels, yeah, 3 pixels, and then this is Imperial Violet, and I have got to hit the loo. And by that, I don't mean my dog, I mean the bathroom. And probably get some more tea going. Hey, Mojo. What time is it? Oh, shit, it's almost 7. Oh, I'm sorry, Lou. Maybe there's a drug I haven't even seen there. Give me the girl. Alright. Here you go. Here you go, my sweet precious. Alright. Oh. Let me do a little more. Hello, get you fed. Oh boy. All right. Yeah, I should eat, but I want to play around just a little bit more. So, what am I at? I'm on weighted. Distance is 3. What size? 10 pixels? Yo! Yep. I'm doing a new book cover. Let's try 9. Let's see how 9 looks. I'm a little tired of getting blocked on promoting my book. Like, I'm pretty sure TikTok, which is supposed to be where all the romantasy readers are, doesn't promote anything that has this cover because of AI. I think AI is blocking me because it's got too much skin tone, too much bare back, the embrace is too intimate, and I'm having a really hard time marketing this. So, yeah, I'm trying a whole new cover, and I'm actually doing the cover that was my original concept design that I thought was going to be too complex. But fortunately, you know, doing this was practice and got me back into working on digital art. So now I'm just kind of playing around, doing a lot of experimenting and just trying stuff. Under the face, I'm under the face layer. All right. Oh. Start right away with the lines that are meant to serve to cover up the boobs. Oh, that's good, except I went through the there we go. Really messing around with layer effects on this one. Okay. I like that one. Not too long. I mean, I'd say most of the work was doing a lot of concept sketching to really figure out like what I was doing exactly. And then when I actually settled down and did it, like, a few nights, not too long. I did kind of rush through it though. Like, I was adamant about getting the cover done to release the book as quickly as possible. So I really forced myself to just hammer that out. And part of that is because the last time I published a book, I did not make my own cover. I stressed out about it. I couldn't find anything that I really liked. Do I even have what I did anywhere? This was supposed to be the cover of my last novel, if you can see this at all. And waiting a little bit of delay. Oh, I can barely see that. But yeah, too busy, like trying to throw all the characters in at once, and never got it done. This is as far as I got on it. Yeah, that's the book that I'm actually rewriting, or I started to rewrite, and then it got a little too, I don't know, personal or in-depth on one chapter, and so I took a break from that. And now I'm trying to write this entire series before I get back to writing that book. But all of this, like what I'm doing right now, and then the writing and the publishing and all this, and the marketing and all that is practice. Right now I am writing so I can write the books that I want to write. I feel like this is pretty good for this layer. Couple more, no. No. Let's go up one. Color, hair, layer 1. Oops. Color, layer, hair 1. Oops, that's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted either. No, what are you doing to me? There we go. Let's go up to 10 pixels on the brush, and then go to layer style. We're doing the stroke again. 2 stroke, 4 pixels. And then we want to change our color. So we went Imperial Violet for the base, and now we're going to do Eminence. Actually, no. There. Lighter Imperial Violet, and then our stroke layer, we went RGB blue, and we want to lighten that shade of blue just a little bit. Okay. If I didn't start too thin, I could be doing these all thicker. Which then again, this is supposed to be the tendrils that are far away, because her hair isn't exactly hair. It's, I see it more as sea anemones. Yeah, that tail is going to completely disappear, isn't it? So glad I took the time to paint it out and then use a warp tool and a perspective tool to give it the right shape. I don't know. I don't know how to do water really well, especially from underwater. So I was thinking I might just use like a dark gradient. Like I want it to seem like she's coming up from the dark and murky depths. Because this is a scene right out of the first chapter, actually. Here. Dark vein fans out like a burning shadow. Lightning tore the sky above, and for a single horrifying instant its flash bled into the deep. He saw it, or rather, he saw her. The hand that seized him was a grotesque shade of green and black that nearly vanished into the dark waters framing it. Its fingers were webbed, the texture uncanny, slick as eel skin, yet rough as stone. When he clawed at it, the grip only tightened, clamping around his ankle like an iron shackle. So, yeah, he's seeing her for the first time, and it's a storm, and it's night, and lightning flashes, and that's when he sees her, like from the light tearing through the sky. So he just gets this image. So brightly illuminated from the front, and then dark shadow from underneath. So I just need it to look like you're gazing into the ocean, which I've never been to the ocean. So why the hell am I writing a mermaid story? But yeah, just black water, like ink. Why do I keep going like from all the way over there? And that's too far. Now I'm seeing I have like one strand of hair that's going in between the layers of her upper arm and her shoulder. Shoot. Nope, that's not what I want you to do. So that disappear there. Me being way too particular about shit. That's fine. This is how we learn. This is how we learn. Too far. Let's put on my guide. Bam. Bam. Okay. A little shorter there. Bam. Okay. Nope. Did it again. What's up, Mischief? Okay. Do another one of those. I did. Shit. Mischief, what are you doing? Meh. What's up? Hi. Hi. You gonna say hi to the camera? Oh, yeah. Hey, kitty cat. Look right there. Look right there. Hi. Yeah. Yeah, hi. You do not hold well. Hello, kitty. You hungry? Is that why you're bugging me? I suppose I should feed the zoo. And myself. Ow! Ow! Take the claws out of my pants. Oh, hello, kitty cat. There you go. Big fluff and stuff. Kooky kitty. She is a half Bengal, half Maine Coon, and a runt. So she didn't get the cool orange coat, and she didn't get the giantism. She's just looks like a cat. Nothing fancy. It's all like in her head. She's just crazy, and I wanted a cat that was as close to the early domesticated cats as possible. And she is nuts. Smart as hell. But I don't think she knows she's a cat. Because she lives with, a human, a dog, a lizard, and a rabbit. I don't think cat really enters her psychology. Yep. Oh yeah. If I could be any animal, I would want to be that cat. Like, she walks around trilling, acting like she's got her own theme music playing all the damn time. Like, she will bite the hell out of me and be purring the whole time. Nope. Okay, so I know what's going on. I need to do some that are under the body. Hair. Color hair. I guess we call this one low, high. There we go. Fill in some of this stuff I got here. Awesome. Her hair is totally going to dominate this cover. That's good for now, at least on that layer. I think one more, and then I should probably take a break. This is how I get it done, where it's just like, just one more. Just one more. Oh, shoot. I did not add layer style. This is such a minor thing. I don't think anybody's even going to notice that I'm adding this stroke layer to every single one of these layers. Just do 3 layers on this one. Go with the same blue, slightly lighter. Bam. Oh, shit. Okay, actually turn that effect on, and there it is. Alright, so what's up? You got plans for Valentine's Day? You and your beau gonna go out and eat something? A nice fancy meal? Figure out a gift for him? Oh, that's right. The Islam. You don't know if he celebrates Valentine's Day. Well, then he's probably not expecting it. Muslim. Sorry. Totally switched on that. Let her lay her hair. 2. Hula. Hush. Hush, baby doll. Yeah, that's better. Good girl. Good girl. Boom. 12? Let's go 12. So I'm trying to do the hair in different thicknesses. So I have base layers at slightly darker colors and then lightening and thickening it up as it expands out. Lou. Lula. Lula. It's too dramatic a change. Let's... that. Yeah? I still gotta get you your medicine, don't I? Alright. Yes. Pissing me off a little bit. I need to bring the fins up a level. Bring them over the face. No. No. You have to be very careful though. No, a little too far in on that one. No, too far up. Don't like that. What just happened there? I kind of blur the lines between the two. So I don't want to give anything away in the story. But she's referred to as a mermaid. She's introduced as a mermaid. She does sing a song that casts a spell on poor Garrett. So he's drawn to her. But she's kind of something more. No. Nope. Hairstyle. Stroke. Let's see, pink layer 4. Yeah, so remember I said I kind of envision it as being like a sea anemone? So I'm using a stroke layer effect in order to give it a slight blue tinge on the outside and a purple on the inside. So what I'm trying to do is kind of capture that gelatinous sort of, basically like a slime layer, where there'd be a slight touch of luminescence or a translucent quality as the light hits it. Because my whole concept for my mermaids came out of like the nightmares that I had as a kid, being way too analytical, like, and way too into the Little Mermaid, and thinking like, okay, how would this actually exist biologically speaking? So I go deep with it, because if she has natural hair, it's going to be one solid dreadlock. Like, it's just going to be a big thick knot. She's going to have sea creatures living in it. Like, it doesn't really work. Also, the whole flat flukes on mermaids is ridiculous. Fish don't have flat tails. They have vertical tails. Mammals, dolphins, whales, they have flat tails. So the fact that they depict mermaids as having flat tails and big shiny scales doesn't work. That just it I don't like that. It's not sound biologically speaking. So I give her a vertical tail, and I actually make her more shark than just a fish. So it's a shark tail that she has. And then her skin on her hands is sort of like an octopus, where she can alter the shape of it. And yeah. And then for some reason, I picture it as being like a dark green ochre type color. And then long nails for catching fish, and she's going to have webbing, because that just makes more sense to me than normal hands on a sea creature like this. And yeah, so I let science, I let biology, I let evolution kind of dictate how my mermaid / siren physiology is determined. Oh, I like that. Nope, not that. Alright. One more layer. One more layer and then I should take care of this stuff. Color layer hair. 4. I don't think I've done a 4 yet. So 14. Hairstyle. Stroke. Yeah. It's too tight. Well, right now my book is print on demand, so they don't bother printing a paperback copy until someone actually orders one and buys it. So I've got 5 copies of this coming to me with the updated title. I did a title treatment already where I added a gradient like I did on this one so that it pops a little bit more. But this version of the cover will be going away. So this version, I'm trying to promote it as like, get it now. It's a collector's edition. But yeah, I don't have to repost everything. Nothing else really changes. This is just to help me with promotions. What are you thinking for? Oh, shit. Crit just crashed on me? Oh, fuck. Hopefully it recovers it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is what I was playing around with. And that sets me back a bit. Okay. Yeah, that's a few layers gone. Alright. That's, yeah, okay. Nice little reminder that I should save. Pictures, save pictures, exercises. Drowning underscore the underscore lonely underscore file underscore cover underscore redo. Save. Alright. I'm going to take that as a sign that I should stop for now. This is how I get it done, because I sat down with the intention of just doing the title treatment, of just getting the vertical stuff and putting the words on, and it turned into this whole thing. So, great indication that I can stop now. I can take a break for now, for tonight. And if I do anything again, it should be getting back to writing, because the chapter that I'm on is, I don't know, I might be making too much of it, but it's the thesis statement of the entire book, of the entire second book. Like it's a strong hinge chapter. It's doing a lot of work. Philosophical debate where I'm borrowing from The Taming of the Shrew and The Republic by Plato, and touches of Dostoevsky. At the same time, there's sexual tension as the undercurrent to all of it, and it's a thesis statement of two characters that brings them to a point of contention, and simultaneously, as they're talking politics, I'm increasing the sexual tension for the rest of the book based on that conversation. So it's it's doing a lot. The outline just for this chapter has been kind of gut-wrenching. So this was a nice distraction from that, actually. All right. Thank you for stopping by, Slap That Ashy. I appreciate you. And Khalid's S, if you're still watching, even though you thought I was an interior designer, still appreciate you. Yeah, I'll be back probably tomorrow. All right, later. OBS, stop all.